turkey's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take leftovers home. God damn it. Jinx, that is my sweet roll.
I'm gonna say, do Khajiit and Bosmer eat turkey?
I'd much prefer bacon.
No. That's my nickname. Then I'm cannibal. You're cannibal.
I'm a Khajiit. You're an elf.
Do
See,
Khajiit
bacon's normally what's for breakfast.
and Bosmer like turkey?
I fits. There we go.
Alright, you ready?
Let's go.
I'm already broadcasting.
Oh,
Of course you are.
At least you remembered to start it this week.
Yeah. You reminded me when you said I'm going to broadcast. I was like, yeah, me too.
Amazing. Pay no mind to the fact that I'm sitting crooked on my chair and that it's half off the boat. Wild. Wild. Okay. Let me double check and make sure that we're live. We are. Let's go here. I'm going to check volumes. Test, test.
Hello.
Checkity on the volume, checkity, checkity. Checkity on the volume. Checkity, checkity.
I mean, I think
Check,
we all
check.
sound good, but do we sound okay on your end?
I'm not listening back to the YouTube thing at the moment.
Okay.
It's hard to listen when I've got headphones on.
This is true.
But I think last time it sounded okay. I can check it though.
Snugpod Cast now told me that I successfully logged into my account. Okay. To the Snugpod account. Posting.
Hey Gwen, what are you doing?
Sitting in a snack pod on a boat. Eating a sweet roll.
Mmm. Oh man.
Yeah, that was just my way of getting a volume check, so yeah, it sounds alright. Cool beans.
Give me 1 second. I just said, pre-show is live. Sweet rolls are fresh out of the oven and the Khajiit doesn't have sticky fingers. Yet. Then again, he is slipping a coin.
I should put on that Queen's Eye thing, whatever, where it's like, go lean against the wall and flip a coin.
Mm-hmm.
I did buy that. Could do that. But I won't. Yeah.
GTP.
You need to do that randomly every once in a while throughout the Ebonheart Pact and just confuse people. Just do it in Mournhold, chill in Mournhold, random spots in like the tavern by the way shrine when you're mixed with card, being in the Queen's Eye uniform, being Khajiit flipping a coin.
See how many people try to fight me.
Toads. Alright. Tweet sent. Retweet. Fantastic.
Did everyone, like, universally just decide they're still called tweets regardless?
I think so. I don't know. What is happening? No way.
What do the people that work there call it?
Who knows? I don't know, but I'm posting something in our chat. I'm not gonna say it on the actual show, cause like, it's a lot. Apparently there was a almost streaker somewhere today. And that's all I'll say about that.
Almost means it didn't happen.
Well, someone else posted that there was, but in what I just sent you, they're not currently streaking. But they also... Yeah, oh boy.
It is like 16 degrees outside. Why would you do that?
Wow. Someone says someone might have been on a drug-induced magic carpet ride. Oh boy. Okay.
He was probably just trying to make that ride interesting.
I guess.
Because it's,
yeah.
it made me want to poke my eyes out.
Yeah.
Tajidi got into the stoma.
That's the other parks. So, like, it's more interesting than ours, in my opinion. But, yeah, wow. Okay. Wow. Moving on. Oh, there's 4 people watching. Hey, the Mrs. and Mr. Fox are in here.
What's up, foxes?
Hi, foxes.
Hello. They might just be lurking. I'm not sure, but either way. Oh, they said we're always lurking around the corner.
Sneaky foxes.
I don't lurk,
Sneaky
but sometimes I
foxes.
lurch. Does that count?
Sometimes you lurch.
Yeah.
Sure, lurch.
Sometimes I talk real weird. You know, like
Okay,
lurch.
well, I suppose we should start, eh? How's your voice holding out, buddy? Do you want to lead in and one of us do the rest, or what do you want to do?
Sure. I mean, I don't know about the rest, but...
Well, no, I mean, you're going to have to be on the show, but...
All right, welcome to the show. I'm out, guys.
No!
Have fun.
That's not what I meant.
Okay, are y'all ready?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Gwen, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Un momento. Hello, everybody. Welcome to A Snugpod Cast. I am Never Separate, and I am out of here. Just kidding. I'm not really leaving. But I'm not alone. I usually am not alone. Actually, I've never been alone because I'm never. But anyway, I have with me 2 awesome people. I've got Gwen the Bard. What's up, Gwen the Bard?
Hello.
And one crazy lady called Gone Crazy Back Soon. What's up?
Nothing much. Roof of the Snuggy Pod? Is that what's up?
Roof of the Snuggy
The
Pod.
mast of the boat.
Yeah, the mast of the boat.
The huge painting you happened to grab out of a little treasure chest.
We'll cover that when we get to what I've been up to this week.
Painting. Also, when did you get that new, really wiggly plant that's next to us, and where did that come from?
I got it from the Cold Harbor vendor last weekend. I literally bought it right after the show and then put it in the snug pod.
Oh man, I love it.
Wiggly plants.
Wiggly plant.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good to hang out again. For those that are new to the show, if you're new to the show, thanks for checking us out. We've got lots of episodes to go back and listen to, so go do that. And then come back for more later. But we've got some stuff to talk about tonight. A couple things going on in the old world of ESO. But I'm not going to talk too much because I can't. and I'm going to leave it up to these lovely ladies to do the bulk of the heavy lifting tonight. Hence my terrible joke about heading out of here. But yeah. So as far as what we've been up to in game, Gwen, you mentioned that you would get to that in a moment. So why don't we get to that?
All right, we'll get to that. So I have been in game today. We already basically covered that. Last Sunday, I got this cute little wiggly plant from Cold Harbor and from our awesome vendor friend over there. I don't know where he got it, but now I have one. And then we decided to do some dailies for the Gates of Oblivion event before we started our show. And I found a treasure chest, and there was a painting in it. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I never get paintings in treasure chests. I'll put it in the Snugpod tonight for the show. It'll be cute. It's big. It's bigger than neat. It's a big painting. But it's kind of amusing because it's a cornucopia. It's a harvest. It says harvest painting or whatever. But it is a cornucopia and typical little Thanksgiving scene. So that's interesting timing on that drop.
Day late and $1 short. You missed it. Anyway, sorry.
Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee.
Tahiti. Tahiti. All right.
And that's it. That's what I've been up to.
Awesome. You've been quite the active one today. What about you, Crazy?
I have been doing the Gates of Oblivion celebration, which is going on right now, like Gwen mentioned. So far, I've had a lot of fun, but I love Blackwood. Like, that's one of my favorite zones. So I will always use any excuse to go back there and do stuff around the zone because I really like it. I like the music. Leyawiin is probably one of my favorite cities in game, which I know we've talked about before, but I love it. I love the ambience there. I love the way that the city is laid out. So I will always use an excuse to go back. But in terms of the event, drops have been pretty good for me for everything except for the Y'ffre style page, which hurts my soul as a Bosmer, but that's okay. So I've been either buying those or every once in a while I will get one to drop, but I've been getting a lot of furnishings and a weirdly odd amount of treasure maps. So like I can't complain. But yeah, so the drops have been decent for the event, but I've been doing it quite a bit on PC and as much as I can on PlayStation 2. So yeah.
This game's on PlayStation 2?
Yeah, okay.
I want you to hear me roll my eyes at that comment.
PlayStation as well. So yeah, I have mostly been doing that stuff. I'm trying to think if I've done anything else. No, mostly just Guildmaster Online. We've had quite a few applications in the last week and just kind of doing that stuff. I did literally mere moments ago, before we started the show, order some stuff off the Bethesda store because of the Black Friday sale. So yeah, that's about it. That's pretty much what I've been up to in game. Got good old Mazik Thunderboots this week, but we'll talk about him a little later. How about you, Never? What have you been doing? Anything?
I have been on a few times and ran a daily to get tickets. I've gotten a couple of style pages, a couple of motifs, and probably several other things that I don't specifically recall. But I also spent a little time working on doing some writs that I'd saved now that the changes happened with jewelry crafting, and I had a couple of gold jewelry writs that were, I think, 500 and 600 something vouchers a piece. and knocked a couple of those out, as well as a few other larger writs from the other crafting professions as well. And went ahead and picked up the first of the 4 new Grandmaster stations. I got a blacksmithing station in the house now, so I picked up my my existing attuned blacksmithing stations and put those into the new station. So cleared up a little bit of inventory in my home, and yeah, that's been, I think, about it. It's been a day or two here or there. I haven't been able to get on. Excuse me. I've not felt the very best the past couple of days, so I've gone to bed earlier. Been doing some other things occasionally too, but that's been about it for me. And apologies for coughing. I'm trying to not do that too much, but it is what it is. Get through it.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Sip some
We'll
water.
just blame it on the hairball.
Yeah, if I'd quit giving myself baths during the middle of the day.
You're supposed to debone the turkey before you eat it, Khajiit.
Debone the turkey and quit licking my arm.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Very good. Yep, that's been about it. I do have some other new gaming goals, but I'll share those with you off the show. They're not ESO related, and they're kind of far-fetched and not likely to happen, and just sort of anyway. So
guys, guess what? We got a first-time chatter who wants to offer us promotion of our channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Guess
Awesome.
where they're going?
Away.
To the Banhammer.
Oh, let me go grab Volendrung. If I
Boom.
had one! That's another thing I want to do. That's my next DSO goal besides Emperor. I want Volendrung. I'm always
Ooh,
just barely
yeah.
miss it. I've been trying.
Well,
Talking about goals.
you know what I say to
Goals.
people who want to promote our show? I get those. I see those emails we get from podcast promoter stuff.
Wait.
So-
You check the email?
I don't necessarily check
Ooh,
it, but
someone
I do.
let his age slip.
No, I'm not old enough. Sorry, I'm not old enough yet. I don't actually check it necessarily. I just see it pop up in notifications,
Right.
and then instead of
Right.
doing whatever it is you need to do to make it open up, I just kind of
Yeah.
swipe it away.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why when you go in, they're still marked unread.
Go ahead. Keep trying to talk. Yeah.
Anyway, I would just say to somebody who wants to promote our show, go ahead. go promote it. We're not stopping you.
I hate to tell you this, but typically there's more involved than that.
Oh no. I'm not doing anything else. But if they want to so badly,
okay.
they're welcome to be my guest.
Oh, okay. Oh, goodness.
It's like somebody comes up and says, "Hey, I've got a car. I'd love for you to have. Cool, give it to me." You know. Oh, you want me to pay you? That's not what you said. You said you wanted me to have it.
My.
Yeah. So ESO.
So, ESO.
Yeah.
Guess what just ended? Well, a couple days ago, but not in game because you can still get it through the 30th. Do you know what it is?
The Black Friday bundle?
Yeah, Black Fridas bundle. Heck yeah.
So as the Black Friday extension happened in ESO as well,
Yep. You can
where
can
it's now
purchase
no longer
it,
a day; it's a 2-week process.
Yeah, you can purchase it until November 30th at 10 a.m. because why not?
They want that money, of course.
Yeah, of course they do.
Extend the opportunity to spend money.
Especially because something which we'll talk about in a minute, which is the fact that ESO is on sale right now. So we'll get to that in a little while. But yeah, there is a 2023 Black Fridas bundle. This is a pretty good bundle if you're a new player. I don't know that it's necessarily worth it unless you're a mount collector for someone who's been in the game for a while. But yeah, if you're a mount collector, there's a cool new one in there, but otherwise it's just kind of like stuff that you could use for leveling alts, basically. But if you're brand new to the game, it would definitely be helpful. And also, hello to all the people who are actually in the chat. You all. We've got Tlern, we've got the Foxes, we've got Moki in here right now. Wow.
I am gonna... That's awesome. I'm so happy there's so many people in chat now. They get to hear me bash this bundle.
You can tell it's a holiday week. Yeah, and I know. I'm waiting for it. That's why I'm being very neutral on how I'm explaining it at the moment. So
it is what it is. We know what it is. But let's see. I see 10 crown experience scrolls, 10 crown riding speed lessons, 10 crown riding capacity, 10 fortify meals, 10 crown soul gems, and 50 tri-stat restoration potions. So just collect your daily rewards for a month, and
and you have all of that.
And you don't need this bundle.
Yeah, I mean, really, the riding speed and capacity are and the XP scrolls are the only thing that kind of make it worth it, because the other things are a little bit of throwaway in my opinion. Yeah. And the mount. I mean, they have never offered this Cinch Lizard mount, so that's probably what people are actually paying for.
Yeah, if you're a mount collector, yes. If you're a new player, no, because now you get that free horse at 10, and then you have all these options with the Impresario. I got it.
This is true.
You don't need to buy a mount in the Crown Store anymore.
Yeah, that's very true. You don't have to. It's just how much you like cosmetics, and if you're sitting on crowns or not, right?
So if you want a black lizard cat that looks like it has been dehydrated, go for it.
Oh, no, not dehydrated.
It does. Look at the skin. It's like stuck to its face, and it looks like someone
it's an iguana.
All of the moisture out of it. It is a dehydrated lizard cat.
It basically looks like someone put cat legs on an iguana. Like, that's what I see. But yes, you're right. So there you go. The 2023 Black Fridas bundle. Is it a good deal? Well,
most of the time mounts cost more than that, right? Most mounts are like 25 plus, aren't they?
I
guess
yes
it depends.
And no.
There
it
are
depends.
some that are less. Some of the more plain ones
I mean,
are.
as a
You're
person
right.
who spent 700 crown gems on a mount, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But also, I really wanted that. And I had been saving them, and most of them were from drop crates. So it's not like I purchased all of those.
Yeah. If we look at the just mounts you can just buy in the Crown Store as is, well, you have the limited time offers for 28,000 crowns right now, or 35,000 crowns and 4,000 crowns. But the regular mounts they have, the Guars, like 1,300, the Camels, 1,800. There's a Fox for 3,000. And like the little fancier ones are about 3,000. Otherwise, your most absolute basic mount is 900 crowns.
Yeah.
So yeah, the bundle goes for about the cost of what one of the basic mounts would be.
So if you like the mount, you get some bonus stuff with it. Otherwise, it's not worth it.
That's pretty much it.
I don't like the mount. I don't need the other stuff. So
yeah. So I mean, it's an okay thing, is what I would say. It's definitely, I don't want to say it's a money grab, but a little bit, I would say. It just depends. It depends on how much of an altaholic you are, too. Like, if you've got, 20 characters or whatever, then some of that stuff might actually be useful to you. But I think if you've played the game for any amount of time, you probably have a lot of this stuff stacked up in your bank anyway.
If anybody's needing those tri-stat potions at this point, then they haven't been playing longer than 30 minutes.
Oh, hey, that's actually, I just accidentally also did remind myself of something that I meant to put in my what I've been up to in game. I actually did purchase that bundle that has the like armory assistant in it, and then has all of the weapons, like the weapon style that you can see that I have right now on my back. It's glowing a different color because of the skills and the stuff that I've got on right now. But when you pull it out, you'll see that those have that nice little green glow to them. So, pretty cool. So that's the other thing that I did. So I did spend some crowns this last week. And I was sick in the head and did it on both platforms because I had crowns on both platforms. So,
you got to be consistent with your OC decorating. It's important to be consistent.
So what do you think of the armory assistant?
I like her. Her dialogue is interesting. She's got a very gruff voice. Yeah, she's a little more gruff than I was expecting, but also if you look at her, I mean, she's a Bosmer that looks like she's seen some stuff. So, I can't say I'm surprised. But, yeah, I mean, I also am a person that, as bad as it sounds, I don't change my build a lot. So, the fact that I actually have her now will probably encourage me a little bit more to actually change some stuff. I'm actually considering making a 1-bar Magicka build as well. That I can just flip back and forth between. Because I don't know if you've seen any of Zynode's stuff lately from Endless Archive, but he melted something the other day with a build that he had, and I went, I want that. So, that might happen. We'll see. But, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack us there for a minute, but since we were talking about spending crowns in the store, I figured I would mention it. Because I stood up and it made me realize, oh yeah, I've got different weapons on than the last time we did this. So, yeah. Okay. Well, anything else to say about that, or shall we move on to the other thing that's on sale?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, because it is also still Black Friday, again, for the extended amount of time, you can currently save on the Necrom chapter and the base game during the Black Friday sales that they have going on right now. So you can either pick up Necrom at about 67-ish% off across all platforms, or you can pick up whichever other version kind of like suits you. Now, the dates listed are different depending upon the platform that you're on. So you can get the standard edition as well at 70% off on all of the platforms. So it looks like, I'm going to go through these real quick because it's even divided up in some cases by continent. So yeah. So for Xbox, the standard edition is available November 16th through December 1st. Necrom on Xbox will be discounted November 16th as well through December 1st. PlayStation, we've got it, Standard Edition, and Necrom, they are both discounted November 17th through 28th. And then PlayStation Europe is 1 day shy of that. So their Standard Edition and Necrom are discounted the 17th through the 27th. So actually, RIP, I'm so sorry. It's actually about to be over for us on PlayStation tomorrow in the US, and then it has ended already for Europe. So hopefully you picked it up if you wanted to. Same for PlayStation Asia. It was the 16th and unfortunately ends right now. The standard edition in the ESO store online is going to be the 17th through the 30th, and that's for standard and Necrom. And then the Steam store is the Steam store is weird. The standard edition and Necrom are discounted November 21st through 28th. So you can head over to the Buy Now page if you're on the actual website and purchase it that way, or you can purchase it any of those other places if you still have the last few dates that are available to you. So like if you are purchasing it on Steam or on the ESO store or on PlayStation, you should be able to get it for another day if you're here in the chat with us. But more than likely, unfortunately, by the time you listen to this episode, it will be done with. So apologies on that. But maybe you took advantage of it. Hopefully you did. And that's that for things that are on sale. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving.
I ate too much.
Maybe. You ate too much.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
too.
I think we can all agree we ate too much.
Yeah.
This is true.
I had 2 meals, and they were like 4 hours apart.
Oh my.
Maybe a little more, but still. To eat a big meal and then to eat another big meal that close together is too much. It's too much. But that's what Thanksgiving's supposed to be.
Indeed.
If you don't feel like you're in food coma, you did something wrong.
Very true. Very true. So literally shortly after we did the last show, they came out with an article called 5 Fun Ways to Make This Thanksgiving in Tamriel Special. Now, I know Thanksgiving's already gone by, but I did think it might be fun to look at the 5 things that they think are fun in Tamriel to do with people that you enjoy spending time with. So, the other thing, too, is if you have the opportunity to go to the website for this article, the little picture that you can click on at the top, or the little picture that they have at the top of the article, is pretty fun because it has some of the characters from this year's chapter just kind of hanging out and kicking it back in a little tavern, and I think it's kind of fun to look at that. So they have the, some of the companions in there, and they've got Laramil in it, so it's just a fun little picture. Naryu, of course, everyone's favorite dark elf. So it says, show thanks to each other and spread the holiday spirit across Tamriel with these unique Elder Scrolls Online activities. Showing thanks to friends, family, and loved ones doesn't need to be reserved for the Thanksgiving table. You and your fellow adventurers can enjoy Thanksgiving right here in Tamriel via these fun activities. The first one is something that Gwen and I actually did do recently, and that was spend quality time together in the Endless Archive.
We need to do that again now.
Yeah, we do.
We should do that. It would be great.
We still got to get the Khajiit in there, too.
We do need to get the Khajiit in there.
Yeah. So it says, whether you're introducing ESO to your loved ones or they've already joined on many adventures, you can find that the Endless Archive is the perfect way to spend time together, have fun, and collect new loot. This other one made me chuckle, the picture underneath. Because it's just got this orc guy, and he is like going ham on
the ham.
some food.
Or never mind, it's a turkey leg.
The ham. He's eating a turkey leg, but there is a ham in the picture, which is kind of funny. But it says, master provisioning and share tasty treats. No turkey being sold by the chef in Daggerfall or Davin's Watch? No worries. Try Bantam Guar and level up your provisioning skill line.
Oh my gosh, the face on the girl behind the server behind him is just like,
she's
really that.
Huh? She looks grossed out as she's bringing that cheese over. But it says you can find recipes for food by doing provisioning writs, searching guild traders, or purchasing them from chef and brewer vendors. I like that the last thing it says is, regardless of what you share, it's the thought that counts. A simple fishy stick or baked potato can help a new player on their leveling journey.
Just don't share the Manhattan flu.
Yeah, please don't do that. It says once they've eaten their fill, you can even use the new group finder to find appreciative strangers and make some new friends. Next one is stay warm by crafting fiery furnishings. I need to look and see if I have fiery furnishings.
I have a lot of fire.
Yeah. It says, it may be frosty at the peaks of the mountains of Hrothgar or in the far reaches of Skyrim, but that's no reason to spend all your time in the winter cold. Travel to your in-game house and fire up the winter nights with flaming furnishings. So it's basically talking about making lights, torches, fires, things like that, that you can put in there. I like that it says, something as simple as a set of common candles can work wonders, but don't mistake them for the Dark Brotherhood's candles of silence when trying to settle on ambience. This, of course, leads directly to our next activity. Decorate a cozy house and invite friends, which is exactly what Gwen does all the time.
It is very cozy in here. I need to add some more throw. Oh, I should add some like red throw pillows to the boat.
Yes. Look at how cozy that picture is. The picture in the article is super cozy. It says, nothing's cozier than a well-decorated or furnished house, so why not share your fabulous abode with your friends and guildmates, inviting them over to check out your decorations. So fun. I And then, last but not least, it says, be welcoming to new players. The ESO fam is always growing as new players venture to Tamriel to begin their adventures. If you encounter newer players, be kind and welcoming as they get underway. While expressing gratitude can be a year-round practice, focusing on it during a time of thanks is especially appropriate. As part of the ESO community, you may wish to share your appreciation for the fresh voices that expand the player base, while new players in turn may feel grateful for the help and guidance that they receive from veteran players. I actually really love that they focused on that in an article. I think that's a cool thing. It's a nice little call out. I do think that the community is pretty good at that. I see people all the time helping low-level players. And I've actually had a few people when I've been on lowbies before, like run up and try and give me stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's just an all. You don't have to. Thank you. But I think that that's a really cool thing that the community just generally does decently well. So, ESO fam is best fam. I love it. That picture's kind of fun too. If you take a peek at it, it's got all these different adventurers from the storylines and stuff. It's pretty fun. It says, grow your guild this Thanksgiving. So there you go.
Fun.
That's their 5 fun ways to make this Thanksgiving in Tamriel special. I thought that was a neat little article. Just a fun little community thing, you know.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. And I absolutely am saving the image of the cozy hearth because it looks cool.
I did happen to remember something else that I got from doing the event. At least I think it's from doing the event. Some of them I may have already had. I don't really remember. But anyway, you said something about the boat in here, and it reminded me. Oh yeah, I got the Kathringi boat. And I got 2 of them. I had 2 of those leads in my inventory.
Oh yeah, the boat that you can dig up.
Yeah.
The tidal canoe.
So I did one and then just did the other one right after it. So I got 2 of those in my island now.
That's good. You need more boats on the island.
I know. And thankfully I don't have to go do what you did because my goodness, I don't have it in me. I would like to have this boat, but
the cat.
But you don't
like
want it that much.
I'd rather just stand on the dock.
Who are you, Ember?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she is my favorite companion, and she won't go out there with me.
The cats like fishing.
I don't get it. The lizard likes fishing. Why don't the cats like fishing?
Right.
Well, lizards can get in the water and swim faster than everybody else, too. You ever swam with an Argonian in this game?
Not in this game. I have in other games, Elder Scrolls games.
It's kind of funny. It is noticeably faster.
Really? Even in ESO?
Mm-hmm.
It is,
Huh.
yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever swam with any of my Argonian characters, but that's because I haven't fully leveled them either.
Yep.
I think I only
think it
have
matters.
2.
I don't
No,
remember.
it doesn't. They are faster.
I'm trying to remember if that's something that's like part of one of the perks you have to put points in. But I don't think so. I think it's just
No, not in this game. That's cool though. But it's like actually noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
Fun. Fun.
All right. Are we ready to meet Mizik Thunderboots?
Heck yeah, we've been waiting for a couple weeks. Let's do this thing.
All right, the wait is over. We are meeting Mizik Thunderboots. To the esteemed and powerful Splendid Paws. This one offers condolences on that unfortunate incident at the capital. Know that your empire of unlawful activities thrives in your absence. Your sister, the equally impressive Silverfur, maintains a sharp claw on all your profitable businesses. Your organization will continue to flourish until we can extradite you from the city dungeons. In the meantime, this one has compiled the information requested. Mizik Thunderboots fancies himself an investigator, like the heroes of those preposterous novels that stupid Two Claws constantly drones on about. He has had some small amount of success, but not from any real talent that this one could discern. If anything, this gaudy popinjay demonstrates a level of patience that borders on cowardice, and the least action-oriented Khajiit this one has ever laid eyes on. And he has an unquenchable thirst for gold, is evidenced by the exorbitant prices he charges for his so-called services. Are you certain that he is investigating you? I found no sign that any of your usual enemies had hired or even spoken to this Thunderboots. As this one followed Mystique around for the better part of a week, he noticed a few telling features almost immediately. Mystique always dresses to impress, with a foppish hat and footwear that obviously inspired his ridiculous culture. He tends to narrate his actions as he speaks, hearkening to the tales of the investigator veil or the green hood. Some of his clients find this charming. This one wanted to cough up a hairball. He does seem to have a knack for puzzling out complex mysteries and asking questions, but he has no whiskers for anything that approaches dangerous. This is why this one has a hard time imagining the threat, especially to someone of your illustrious stature, Splendid Paws. If this one found anything that might require deeper delving into, it is this. Mystique Thunderboots' most impressive successes have come when he happened to get the assistance of one particular adventurer who you may have heard of. Yes, that one. The one who loves to stick their tail into everyone's business, who travels the width and breadth of Tamriel and seems always to be in the right place at the right time. Obviously, it is easier for Thunderboots to apply whatever cunning he possesses when he can lean on the bravery and fighting skills of a self-styled hero. What else is there to say on this matter? This one witnessed Mystique Thunderboots working an investigation for a noble, Lady Thor of Leowin. She wanted Thunderboots to determine which of her army's many servants and hirings were stealing sweets from her pantry. Yes, a frivolous plight. But such are the situations that attract this dandy in Khajiit clothing. When he accosted one burly valet and accused him of the crime, a bold fist and a threatening scowl were more than enough to make Thunderboots faint dead away. But this one admits to being slightly impressed with what happened next. Mystique gathered all the servants and hirelings in the courtyard of Lady Thor's estate shortly after the latest trays and sweet rolls had emerged from the kitchen's ovens. This one could smell the tempting aroma from where he hid and watched the proceedings. They smelled very good. Anyway, as Lady Thor and her husband looked on, Mystique asked all those assembled to hold out their hands, including Lady Thor and her husband. And who do you think Mystique caught with fingers still sticky from the warm and gooey bun? It was Lady Thor's husband. He apologized profusely as he admitted he couldn't help himself. He blamed it on his personal healer, who had forbade him from consuming anything sweet or delicious until he lost some weight and could once again fit into his finest tunic. He figured it was easier to blame a servant than to admit his weakness to his overbearing wife. Mystique took his payment and departed, obviously quite pleased with his performance. Still, on his own, this Mystique Thunderboots is a passable investigator at best, and more likely a bumbling idiot who sometimes gets lucky. You have nothing to fear from this one, Splendid Paws, unless he once again acquires the assistance of that meddling adventurer, or he gets very lucky. This one will continue to observe him, just in case. Your loyal lieutenant, Danvers Tailbreaker. Well, that was a roller coaster.
I loved it. That was so fun. And we were joking around about the sticky paws thing, and I hadn't even read this.
And I didn't either, and then there were sticky paws of the story. That's great.
It made me kind of chuckle. Especially since the tweet that I sent out earlier was, asking if never was going to have sticky fingers, which is actually really funny.
It would have been more realistic. Yeah.
I had no idea, but I love that that's how it worked out.
Yep.
So I have
Nice.
a question. Because you guys have
Yes.
played more of the quests and stuff than I have.
Yes, Nineclaw.
Who is the do you ever actually see in game who the adventurer that it keeps referencing him?
I believe they are referencing you.
I don't get it.
Are they not referencing us as the player?
They are definitely referencing us as the player.
Being the one that helped him?
Yes.
Because we help him complete an investigation in Riverhold. This one hopes your family is safe in Riverhold.
Yes.
But
So
it says like it's referencing someone that's going all over Tamriel and sticking their nose in everybody's business.
that would be
That's
us.
Are you sure?
We are not good at keeping to ourselves as adventurers. It's how we
Yeah.
get money. You don't
100%.
get paid if you don't find work.
They are absolutely referencing us as the player.
I don't know.
At least that's how I took it.
Yeah, especially because it was all gender neutral, so that way it could be either or as player character.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not sure I'm buying that explanation.
Well, then who do you think it is?
I think we need to get a hold of Mizik and ask him.
Let me just figure out who was it that wrote this one. It was oh my gosh, I'm having a complete brain fart.
Dangerous Tailbreaker?
One of the lead.
Yeah,
No. The actual dev, the dev that wrote it.
We know what you mean. We know.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe this is a question that should be posed to Investigator Vale.
Well, she's not real either.
Isn't she? Haven't we met her?
I mean, we've met Lady Arabelle, which is who everyone assumes
Thanks is Investigator.
is
Vale.
Investigator Vale.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's us.
No, it's gonna make me nuts. Who wrote
It's
this?
fine. It's fine.
It's too late in the evening for me to wrap my brain around it.
Well, we're talking about Mizik Thunderboots.
Bill Slavisek.
You probably have him already in your house, if not soon. And now, if he is coming into your house, or your tavern, or your estate, or your Snugpod, why? Are you hiring him to help you with a mystery? Is he there to relax? Is he there helping someone else? Why is he there?
Because
That
I'm
is-
a meddling adventurer and I invited him over for a sweet roll.
I need to find out who keeps stealing all the sweet rolls from the Sweet Rolls and Coffee Shack, and he's pretty good at figuring that out.
Fair. Avert your eyes from the sweet rolls on the boat.
I'm getting hungry.
Who stole the sweet roll from the coffee shack?
Someone stole your sweet roll? Yes, it was Bill Slavisek. Sorry, that did take... I figured it out. My brain just wouldn't function. Who wrote that? So there you go. He's the lead writer for ESO. That was a fun article. I liked it. And I liked your murder hobo question, too.
I know, segued that in there without it being in the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to look at notes.
She's pro. That's okay. I only wrote them about 5 minutes before we started the show.
Yep, but I knew I was going to ask that question for Mizik since, I don't know, how long's it been? 3 weeks?
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Oh, goodness. Hey, that was a good show, y'all. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done. Well, anything else for us to add before we go into guild announcements or anything?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, counts kind of like guild announcements. It's like, we're coming up on December.
Indeed.
And we're coming up on the New Life Festival.
Oh, yes! I keep actually meaning to do this in our Discord, too, so thank you for coming
So
up with this
maybe we
right
should just
now.
talk about that so it's mentioned so people can prepare.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Go for it.
All right. So we know every year a bunch of us have snow globes. And everyone loves showing off their snow globes and trying to start events at them to go places or letting everyone know that there's a port. So this year we talked about, and we're going to make it a little easier. Message us in Discord, and if you have a decorated snow globe and it's set as your main, then you will get a temporary housing role for lore seekers for the time of New Life Festival, so people can see and quick travel to your snow globes.
Yeah, so we'll do that on PlayStation for sure. I have not consulted the PC people, but theirs works differently anyway because they have the jump
add-ons.
They have the add-ons like Beam Me Up and stuff that will jump them there much easier than us. So I think they will probably not do that because either that or I think there was an officer who mentioned just setting it as theirs, but yeah, but for sure on PlayStation, we'll look into adding either an additional role or putting them as a tavern keep or something for the time being for the season, just so that we can do it.
Easy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Let us know in the Discord if you are interested in doing that, and we'll get it all set up. So. Cool. Yeah, thanks for that reminder. We talked about that like a while back and I just completely brain farted on doing that. But now's the time because we're rolling up on the season. The other thing I am going to mention, I have not actually officially prepared for this, so this is very off the cuff right now. Stay tuned in the next couple weeks. I will probably make an announcement about an extra life stream for myself personally. There's a lot of things that I'm currently trying to to work around with scheduling for myself, but also for other people to get an extra life stream shoved in before the end of the year. Plus, I want to avoid the weekend that I know Lotus is doing his stream because I just feel like that would be too many of us, going for the same thing on the same weekend. So I believe, just to give that a good old punch for him, I believe that he and Ark and Robots are doing the Extra Life Marathon that Lotus does every year. I want to say on the 3rd. I think the 3rd into the 4th. Is that what next weekend is? Let me look right now. Yes, or second into the 3rd, I think, actually, is what it is, if I remember correctly. I think it's Sunday. Saturday into Sunday, and because obviously Ark is on the other side of the world, I think they're going to kind of attempt to hand off to each other. So I don't know what order they're going in or who's on what day, but I do know that Elder Scrolls Lorecast and Tales of Tamriel are kind of teaming up for that weekend, since Lotus does both of those shows, and they have the ability to be able to just kind of pass off to everyone since Ark is in a completely different side of the world. So it's always a fun time whenever they do those big push streams. And I know that there's some pretty good giveaways, awards, things like that, because I've been talking to Lotus about a few of them. So definitely shout out to them, give them some support, and then keep an eye out for a posting from myself or from the Lore Seekers account about hopefully my Extra Life push, which I might. There's only a couple weekends left, so I'm trying to avoid Christmas. So it would probably either be the 10th or the 17th, but I'm just not sure which yet. It might be the 16th or the 9th. I don't know. We'll see. I won't be doing a crazy 24-hour stream or anything like that, but it would just be for the day. So we'll see. But yeah. So there you go. So that's my extra life stuff, and extra life stuff for some other elder heroes as well. Other guild announcements. They're the normal ones, right? We've got first up, Monday with Moki. Gwen and Moki have been discussing Cyrodiil practice because people want to try and push for Empit sometime soon. So definitely join us on Mondays. It's a flex event. We do lots of different things. There's no set level or anything like that, or skills, or any of that stuff. It's just come hang out with guildies, have fun, run different content, whether it's for achievements or practice or farming or whatever you want. So head on over to our Discord and sign up for any of the things that we're going to talk about. But you can sign up for the Mondays with Moki at 8 p.m. On Tuesdays, we focus on dungeons. Treacherous Tuesday, that's how we all met. That's how a lot of our guildies like to run through stuff and do lore runs on those days. So feel free to join us for our Treacherous Tuesday stuff as well. And then last but not least, we have Fearless Friday with our the one and only Arthuria Dragoon. And that is doing the Undaunted stuff because Undaunted. We are Undaunted. That's right, we are. And also Fearless on Fridays. So they'll do the Undaunted dailies as well as the Delve. And there's also a sign up for that in our Discord as well. Social media. Somebody else, take it away.
Well, we're on the not Twitter anymore. At Snugpod Cast. It's not Twitter.
Wow.
That's where we're not at.
Wow. I wish I could slow clap for you right now.
We are exactly where we need to be at Snugpodcast. And email snugpodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're watching us live right now, awesome. Thank you. We appreciate it. At twitch.tv/snugpodcast or on YouTube at snugpodcast. And if you are also watching us live, but you might not always have the time to catch us, because, we film at a really, really weird time of day for some people.
I know what you're talking about.
You can catch us on your podcatcher of choice.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to join the guild, you can head over to loreseekers.club, and there's links there to do all the stuff. You'll need Discord. Get Discord. Click the link. Come in. Fill out the brief app, and we should get you in within like 24 hours usually, right?
Yeah, it's like 24 to 48 typically, so.
Yeah. So don't be sending in an application and then like 10 minutes later going, y'all gonna accept me? Because, it takes a little time sometimes. But anyway, if you like what you've heard here, you want to come hang out with people like us, that's where a whole bunch of them are. So you can do that.
Indeed.
And
that's it. We did it.
We did it. Y'all did
We have come to the end.
Yeah. I've come to my end.
Show.
I'm gonna be gone now.
No, please don't die. We need you.
I'm trying not to.
Oh goodness. Yeah. Well.
All right. Well,
I guess
thanks.
There's nothing else.
Yeah. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us, everybody. Those that were in chat, thanks for being here, and however you choose to listen or watch, whatever, we appreciate it. Glad that we could provide some entertainment and some information and give you something to look forward to, hopefully. We will try to be back again next week, unless, life happens like it does sometimes. And until then, we hope you have a good week, good rest of the day that you're in currently when you hear this. And take care of yourself, take care of others, and we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Sleep well, Tamriel.